Bemidji Jackson Jutting shares the same interests as the dozens of college hockey players who spend their summers in Minnesota. The Bemidji State senior forward will head home to the Prior Lake area in May once school is out. He enjoys his time on the lake and often finds himself on the golf course. He has a few vacations planned for this summer, including an annual golf outing with his father. Jutting's summers are also spent in the Dakota Sports and Fitness Center. And while he spends time improving his game, he has also set aside time for the improvement of youth players in each of the past 3 summers. 3 years ago, Jutting teamed up with University of Minnesota defenseman Mike Costa to create Jutting Costa Hockey Camp. Both Mike and I have worked at summer camps, Jutting said. It was autumn 2021 when we said, we have to start our own. We had worked enough and knew the landscape and knew people who could help us get it going. We did some research and we decided it was a good idea. The camp was originally held for squirt, peewee and bantam players in Prior Lake. After getting the camp off the ground, Jutting and Costa decided to move on to a younger group of players. The hockey seminar is now aimed at mites, squirts and peewees who want to develop their skills on and off the ice. After the first year, it just kept getting bigger and bigger, Jutting said. Sometimes things can get a little crazy out there with the mites. We find these are also the most rewarding. Working with mites, showing them how to stop correctly or teaching them how to shoot the puck, it's just so much fun for us. Jutting and Costa have begun expanding their camp outside of Prior Lake. They held practices in Marshall last summer and plan to return to southwestern Minnesota in June. But before Jutting returned to the metro area, he wanted to move his camp north. With the help of BSU teammates Matthias Scholl, Jeremiah Vason, Kirkland Irie, Tony Fulmer, and Alexander Lundman, Jutting and Costa held a 3-day camp at the Bemidji Community Arena from April 26 to 28. Because of the passion we have for this camp and the community, it was an easy decision to do it here, Jutting said. Many of these children come to our games. I think it's cool for them to interact with the guys on our team. We know they support us when we play, now we can support them with this great opportunity. Jutting announced he was bringing his camp to Bemidji. February 12 on Twitter. From there it took off with the local youth players. Each group consisted of 25 skaters, who trained on the ice for 75 minutes, combined with 3 training sessions off the ice. For Jutting and his teammates, the hockey camp was an opportunity to further connect the Beavers with youth players and their parents in the community. I met some kids after our games through Skate with the Beavers, Jutting said. I met some of the leaders of the youth organizations.